Hey there. So thinking why is this light switching off when I get my hand near to this? So basically here we are using an IR sensor, which is also known as infrared sensor. Hope we have learned this in the past few videos. So whenever I get my hand near to this sensor, this light here is switching off. So when I take my hand off, this light is turning on. So this is I'm using an Arduino Uno and an IR sensor and a light with a resistor, as we can see here. So now let us learn how to make this one. This is very simple project, and it is like easy to understand, and it is good for doing for a beginner. So let us start it. So here all we need is here all we need is an Arduino and an IR sensor and a bulb and a resistor of any volts. Now I'm using 20 kilovolts, I mean 20 ohms, so you can use it anything. So now I have already have a bulb in which I have soldered my resistor here in this way, so that it will the bulb will not get extra current, or it won't get shorted. So now let us start with connection. So, and we need some jumper wires and a connector and a PC, obviously, to give the power. So now let us start with the connections. So let us start with the connections. So first what I'll do is I'll take the IR sensor and I will connect all the three pins here, that is VCC, GND and output pin. So basically VCC means the power pin, as we know that, and GND means ground, and out means output pin. So I'll connect all these three this way. And now what we are going to do is, as we saw in the diagram, that VCC pin will be connected to 5 volts of the Arduino. So here, so VCC is this black pin, so I'm connecting it to 5 volts of the Arduino, and the ground pin will be for the ground, that is the middle one here. And the output pin, what I'm going to do is I'll connect it to pin 2 of the digital pin. Why? Because we want to read the output in the real time in the serial monitor. So now this last thing is the uh, our bulb with resistor. So now here I have connected the resistor for the negative pin of the bulb, which is the smaller pin of the bulb, and the bigger pin is as it is. So now um, the bulb, the negative pin will be going to ground, and the positive will be going to the pin 10 of the Arduino. Before we were doing it to pin 3, now we are going to do it for pin number 10. So now our connection is ready. It is as simple as that. Then I'm going to give the power for the Arduino, and let us see how it works. And now I will connect it to Arduino, and let us see how the code, how to do code, and we will start with the outputs. Here we are seeing on the screen is also very simple, and we have very minimum things to be written in the code. So now first we will do void setup. Void setup means we are setting up the outputs and the inputs of all the pins which is connected to the sensor, and it is connected to the Arduino. So now our serial begin, that is the bounds in which our serial monitor will read the Arduino's output will be 9600. We can do it more or less as per our motherboard. Then we are going to pin modes. So now we are telling that input pin will be number 2 and output pin will be pin number 10. As we connected that 5 volts pin to the, I mean, sorry, the bulb pin to the pin number 10, that is we are getting the output in the bulb, and pin number 2 will be the input of the sensor. So that is what we are telling here. Now we don't want it to just work and be quiet. we want it to be working, right? So now we will start with loop. So in loop, int value will be sensor state, that is digital read on which pin, that is pin number 2. And we have seen in our project videos, the platform block coding videos, that if we are using any value in the in the brackets, that is the input or the output. So now we have given the input that the output is in pin number 2. Next, the sensor state is a 1. So this state of the sensor will be starting from the number 1. And if the state is number 1, that is, if there is any motion on the sensor, or if there is any motion in front of sensor, then print that motion detected. If there is digital pin on the 10 that is high, if that is working, the value is true, then we have to tell that the motion is detected. Or else, if regardless of whatever it is, motion is not detected, and digital write will be on pin number 10. The output can be seen on the pin number 10 if it is true or false. So whenever there is a motion, the sensor will get off, and whenever there is there is no motion, this the LED keeps off. So now let us verify our code. So when I click on verify, it will compile and it will see if there is any errors in our code. So as we can see that there is no error, and now it's time to upload the code. So when I first I'll click here on the top left of the screen, and I will see if there is I have selected the correct Arduino and the port. So now here I have connected Arduino Uno and on the COM4. So that is what we are using now. And now I will click on upload. And now our uploading is done. And now our Arduino is ready. So how to see the serial pin? Here on the right corner of our screen, we can see the serial monitor. I'll click on that and the sensor will start. So now motion is not detected. Why? Because I'm not keeping any hand on this, and the LED is also off. When I take my hand off, when I don't keep my hand, the motion is detected. So this is how it works. And now the LED is also off. So when I keep my hand, the LED is on. So this is how the code will be working. And let us see how it works in the actual project. Yeah. So as we saw in the code, whenever I'm placing my hand in front of my sensor, that is IR sensor, the LED is getting off. And whenever I'm removing it, it is switching on. So this is how we made IR sensor with the help of Arduino, and in a very, very easy manner. So this is how we make it. And you must think, where this will be used. So now when it comes to use, we can use it in any security purposes, like you want to be alerted when someone gets in your property. Like suppose this is the restricted area and someone is entering here, and the light will turn off. That time we'll know there is some breach in our security. So this is how this works. And whenever we are placing the hand on our IR sensor, whenever this is detecting, the another light here will be switched on. Whenever I am taking it out, it will get off. And this green light here is indicating that the sensor is working very perfect manner. And when I do this, both the lights will turn on. So this is how we make this project. So that's it for today. See you in the next video, Future Robot Builders.